My wife texted her ex by mistake. She blamed autocorrect. At least that's what she said. It was a Saturday morning, and I was making coffee when her phone buzzed on the counter. Normally, I wouldn't check, but the preview caught my eye. I missed the way you held me. My stomach dropped. She walked in a second later, snatched her phone, and froze. Oh my God, that was for you, she stammered. Autocorrect. I meant to say, I missed the way you helped me. I just stared at her. Helped her with what? We hadn't done anything worth missing. I wanted to believe her. Really. We'd been married for 5 years and things hadn't been terrible. Just quiet. The kind of quiet where you live together but stop talking. The kind where love you becomes habit, not feeling. She said the text was about me fixing the fence last week. I laughed it off and said, sure, autocorrect can be cruel, but something inside me cracked that morning. For the next few days, I started noticing patterns. She smiled at her phone more often. Showers got longer. She guarded her screen like a secret, and whenever I entered the room, she'd flip it over, screen down. I wanted to ask, but I already knew. When you have to ask, the answer never helped. That night, I opened my laptop and synced our shared iCloud. She didn't know I'd set it up to back up photos automatically. In one folder, I found a note saved under the title, just in case. Inside was a message draft to someone named Ryan, her ex. It said, if he ever finds out, I'll tell him it was autocorrect. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I planned something better. For a week, I acted normal. Flower, dinner, affection. The works. She softened up again, thinking everything was fine. She even thanked me for trying again. That part stung because I realized she thought I was trying to fix her guilt. One evening, I told her I wanted to surprise her with a weekend getaway. Pack light, I said. Just somewhere quiet for the two of us. She smiled like she used to and asked where. You'll see, I said. That Friday, we drove 2 hours to a lakeside cabin. It was the same place we'd gone for our honeymoon. Funny how people circle back to the beginning before things end. She loved it. Took pictures for her Instagram, captioned it, new memory. When she went to shower, I airdropped one of the photos from her phone to mine, the one where she looked happiest. Then I messaged Ryan from her number. Thank you for last weekend. I needed that. I waited. 10 minutes later, he replied, you know I'll always be here for you, babe. He doesn't have to know. I felt that reply like a knife, but it was exactly what I needed. I screenshotted everything and printed it at the cabin's front desk. Then, while she was getting dressed, I left the papers on the table with her phone unlocked beside them. She came out smiling. Ready to go for a walk? She asked. Yeah, I said. You might want to check your phone first. Her eyes scanned the screen, then the paper, then me. Her face drained of color. I can explain. Don't bother. I cut in. Autocorrect doesn't write entire conversation. Her lip trembled. It was a mistake. I thought about you the whole time. I almost laughed. That's the problem. You only thought about me. You never stopped to realize you were losing me while you were thinking about someone else. I walked out, got in the car, and left. Halfway home, I pulled over and sat in silence. My hands were shaking, but not from anger, from freedom. I'd been trying to fix something that only I cared to fix. A week later, I sent her the divorce papers with a sticky note attached. No hard feelings. Just letting autocorrect finish what it started. She tried calling a dozen times, left voicemails crying about how she made a mistake and how we could work it out. I never responded. Funny thing is, a few months later, Ryan messaged me. He said she'd moved in with him, and 2 weeks later, he caught her texting someone else. This time, she blamed predictive text. Guess autocorrect doesn't just fix words. Sometimes it fixes lives.